Hey guys, so today I'm going to be cooking I guess Spanish Mexican recipe that my mom used to cook for us whenever we were little. It's called Entomatadas. It's kind of like enchiladas but without the chicken inside. You just put cheese, any kind of cheese, and today I'm going to be using Colby Jack cheese, and you grill some onions and you put it in there with the cheese, and then on top you roll them up like enchiladas, and then on top it's going to have a sauce, a tomato sauce, about 4 tomatoes and some what's it called, onion and garlic and a little bit of oregano, and then they're gonna be delicious. And I'm gonna serve it with some rice with probably some corn in it. I'm not sure yet, but I wanted to videotape and let you guys know that yeah, way too much. So I'm going to be making about maybe 15 entomatadas. This is what they're called, entomatadas. And I'm just gonna get the tortillas and I'm gonna put them right here next to me, about 15 of those. First, you are going to fry them a little bit. The reason I do that is because if you just roll up the tortilla, cold, it'll break up on you and all the filling inside of it will come out. So my mom told me about that. I didn't even know that you had to do that whenever you cook them. Sometimes I make enchiladas, but they take a long time, and I'm really picky with my chicken. I don't like for my chicken to have that taste, that chicken taste. It's weird to me. So I'm just going to, I'm looking for this pot. So I'm going to put this here and turn it up on high. And I'm going to boil 4 tomatoes, and I'm using the Artisan Farms cocktail tomatoes. I'm gonna use 4 of those, and then I'm going to get some garlic, ajo, and a little bit of water in that pot, and some onion. I'm gonna boil all that with water, and then I'm gonna blend it in the blender, and then we're gonna put the sauce in the pan with a little bit of oil, and then we're going to cook it. So sorry if my videos are all over the place. I've seen a lot of YouTube videos, and they're so nice, and but when you're starting a YouTube channel, no one tells you about the editing. So if my videos are not that good, guys, let me know. I mean, I'm gonna put you guys where I put y'all yesterday. Let me know if my videos need less talking, less walking around, because I want tips. So right now I'm gonna put water in my pot, and then I'm gonna boil them. Boil. Not too much water. I'm just gonna fill it up like halfway, and then let's see what else I need to do. Oh, let the water boil. Oh, I need to wash my tomatoes, so I'm going to get my tomatoes. I'd say about 4 tomatoes. It was gonna be good. And okay, so right now I am putting the tortillas in this oil for a brief moment, about 3 to 5 seconds each side. Nothing, I don't want to crisp them. And then I have my tomates, my tomatoes, and my garlic about to start boiling, and then I'll put that in the blender. Okay, so I just chopped up some onion. And now what I'm going to do, I'm going to put it all in the oil that I used to fry the tortillas. I put it on low heat, so hopefully it's not too hot. But I'm going to grill them for a little bit. And that's what's going to go inside the entomatadas. So I'm going to saute those onions for a little bit. And then the tomatoes just boiled with the garlic inside. I already turned it off. So what I'm going to do now is salt in some cumin. My tomatoes, my salt, my garlic, my onion, and some cumin. So I'm going to start it up. I left a little bit of the water, so we'll see. I like mine really blended. I have it on the low setting, about 3. And then I have another hot pan here. The sauce is gonna go on here. Smells really good, really good. And I have my tortillas right here. I'm going to put a little bit more, like I guess like a scoop kind of style. You see the onions here. Here's the sauce after I blend it. You're not supposed to let it boil too much, so I'm just heating it. What do you want, pretty girl? You want more pepper? This one right here is obsessed with pepper. Her right here, she's just grumpy all the time, right? No? Why are you grumpy? Because you don't get your way? Huh? She's going through a phase where she wants it her way or no way, right? And I told her to get off the tablet. And then Ivan, what are you doing, Ivan? He's doing homework.
Cast.
Oh yeah, he has a cast. What happened?
Broke my middle finger.
So he broke his middle finger, and you wouldn't think that they put casts on people that break just a finger, but since his finger was the middle one, they couldn't put just like a splint. He did have a splint for about a week and a half. Well, first of all, the ER said you just sprained your finger, and this happened playing football, guys. And then we took him to a specialist because his finger was still hurting and he couldn't really bend it, right? Yeah. And they said it was fractured in 2 places, and they put a cast, and and they had to put it cobra style, which is like all your fingers except your thumb, and then your wrist is bending down a little.
It's uncomfortable.
It's uncomfortable?
Yeah, for some points your wrist starts hurting, mostly like right here.
So he has an appointment next Monday, right?
Yeah.
For a cast removal. Are you excited?
Yeah.
And he wants to play soccer again this season, but since he has a cast, we have to wait until after he has his cast removed to sign him up. Otherwise, they won't let you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So now I'm just going to put everything together. I'll show you guys halfway through how I'm gonna put them together, but it's really easy. You just roll up the tortilla with a little bit of onion and cheese, and then you dip them in the sauce. And then after you do all that, you just put a little bit of cheese on top, and then you put them in the oven for 10 minutes, just until the cheese melts. But for the kids, they don't really like onion, so I'm just gonna do a batch without the onion. Okay? Okay, so Ivan's going to help me record this because I'm gonna need both of my hands. So I have a, what is it? Dishware. Sorry. I wash my hands. I'm going to get the tortilla. And I'm going to put a little bit of cheese. Like this. And then for the kids, I'm just going to roll it up. And I'm going to put it right there. And then for the adults, I'm going to get a little bit of onion. Just a little bit. And then a little bit of cheese. You see that? And then this is something weird about me, but I don't like getting my hands super dirty when I'm cooking. It's just a pet peeve of mine. You know what you can also do is, if the tortillas are not that hot, you could dip it in the sauce, you know, just a few seconds, and then drag it over, and then put some cheese like this, and then some onions. So this top layer right here is going to be for us, me and my husband, because it's gonna have the onions. And then the bottom layer, the bottom side, is going to be for the kids without onion. So I'll do that, and then I'll show you all the finished product before I put it in the oven. Okay, so I have all the entomatadas ready. These have onion and cheese, girls, and these have just cheese. So what I'm going to do with the sauce that's left, I'm going to, no cheese, hold on. She's trying to get some cheese. I'm going to put it all over like this. Spread it all over. And then I don't want it to dry up, so I'm gonna put a generous amount on all of them. Like this. And girls, stop fighting. And then I'm going to get some cheese. I guess I could do it with my hand. This is where it kind of looks like enchiladas, because enchiladas, you put the cheese on top. Eileen, no fighting, please. And then I'm going to pretty much almost all the bag to make them extra cheesy. We love cheese in this house, right, Ivan?
Yeah, not really, me not.
Ivan. Okay. And then I have my oven set at 360 degrees Fahrenheit. Sprinkle a little bit more sauce so it won't be dry. And I'm gonna put the rest of the onions on top for the side that me and my husband are going to eat. I didn't really like onions growing up, and now it's one of my favorite toppings. But my kids are such picky eaters that I can't even. Any mommies out there have picky eaters? So I'm going to put this in the oven. It's very hot, right there in the middle. I'm going to put my timer for 10 minutes. Okay, so our timer has gone off. I'm gonna turn this off, and then I'm going to open this. Oh, they smell so good. So I don't have my mitten real quick, so I'm gonna just pull them out. I'm trying to do this while the baby is sleeping. I always try to put her to sleep around this time so I can get them out. Here, let's see. I'm gonna put them right here. And this is how they look. Very cheesy. How do they smell? Don't get so close to them. You're gonna burn yourself.
Smell good.
This is how they look.